Hey, and welcome to the channel. Do we have some big DC news for you today? So we're going to be talking about Chris Pratt and his co-stars of Guardians of the Galaxy, and then we'll be moving on to the big news from Jason Momoa related to DC. So James Gunn has come out and said Chris Pratt will probably join the DC universe, says James Gunn. DC Studio CEO James Gunn revealed he expects Chris Pratt and other members of the Guardians of the Galaxy crew to join his new DCU slate. Gunn spent much of the last decade working in the superhero game, and he has made plenty of friends along the way in the talent he has collaborated with at both Marvel and DC. The Guardians of the Galaxy cast particularly has turned into something of a family, both on and off screen. So the thing about James Gunn is when he works with people, he cultivates a very, very good relationship with them. And we can definitely expect to see him bringing some familiar faces that he has worked with in the past onto his new projects as the architect of the DCU. It'll be very interesting to see who he brings over. There are a few familiar names in this article that we will be touching on. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop right down to see what happens in here. So in a recent interview with Empire, Guardians of the Galaxy's Volume 3 director and DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn hinted that Star-Lord actor Chris Pratt, along with several of the other Guardians stars, will probably join his new superhero universe. Now, I can only see one role that Chris Pratt could play in the DCU, and I'm telling you right now, it's going to be Booster Gold. Booster Gold would be an absolute perfect character for Star-Lord to play. If you agree with me, pop a comment down there and let me know who you think he should play. Do you agree with my analysis that it should be Booster Gold? Do you think he would suit another character? Also, while I have you, if you're popping down there, hit that like and subscribe button if you like what you heard. If you're not liking what you heard, drop a comment and let me know. Anyway, back on to this. Gunn listed off several actors from his Guardians cast as being like his family before revealing that he expects to reunite with them down the line, probably at his other job as DC Studios CEO. And then this is the quote here. "This cast are like my family. I cannot tell you how close I am to Chris Pratt, Pom, Dave, Zoe and Karen. But I also know I will work again with all these people individually again, probably at my other job." Now, what he means by his other job is obviously co-CEO of DC Studios. And as I said, I love all the actors in the Guardians, especially Karen Gillan. I watched her in Doctor Who. That's where I first got introduced to her. Great actress. Love seeing her in the movies. So it'd be interesting to see how this all plays out and whether he can get these faces over. But I can say Chris Pratt and Dave Bautista definitely want to come over. I can see Chris Pratt as I said, Booster Gold. Now, Dave Bautista, he has hinted down here about a character that he wants to play. Dave Bautista, who has already offered a rundown of how he would bring Batman villain Bane to life. Now, I can definitely imagine Dave Bautista as Bane. I think he would pull it off very, very well. And I think it would be definitely a character he could bring a lot to. It wouldn't be like Drax. It wouldn't be as jokey. Obviously, he'd be very, very serious. And it'd be interesting to see his take on the role. But it's sure to say that with him being so close with James Gunn, he will be given a spot in the DC universe. And it will definitely be interesting to see, to say the least. Now, moving on to our other set of DC news. Jason Momoa issues cryptic statement about his DC future amid reboot. Now, the thing is, as we all know, there's a massive DCU shake-up. Cavill's out as Batman. Cavill is out as Superman. Affleck has gone as Batman. We still don't know what's going on with Ezra. It's assumed that Jason Momoa, after Aquaman 2 has come out, he will be done with the role. But he has had a meeting with James Gunn. So while it's unknown if any of the Snyderverse actors will stay with their roles in the DCU under James Gunn and Peter Safran, one major Justice League actor is teasing that he has only some really good news to share. Now, this one is a bit misleading because we do know, as I said, Cavill, Affleck are gone. Gal Gadot is also gone. Ezra, still not sure about. Jason Momoa is one of the actors who have become part of fans' conversation about the reboot ahead of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. It was reported that Warner Brothers might be done with Momoa's portrayal of the titular King of Atlantis. Now, obviously, I do agree. I don't think he's going to play Aquaman anymore, but Momoa has hinted that he wants to play another character. He has hinted that he wants to play the Superman villain Lobo, and I, for one, am all behind that. I think that is, again, the perfect casting. Just like Chris Pratt is good as would be good as Booster Gold, Momoa would be perfect as Lobo. He is the perfect Lobo. So if that's the direction they are going, that would be definitely a movie I'm going to see, because I want to see Momoa as Lobo. Now, he has shared this, I believe, through his Twitter or Instagram. He came out with this little thing. 4 years ago, I had the Jeep out front. Y'all remember 4 years ago? I was screaming, wasn't I? Screaming when I left Warner Brothers. Everybody ready? Yahoo! 4 years again. It's a mystery, baby. I've got some really good news. Great news with Warner Bros. Amazing. So it would be definitely interesting to see what's come out of it, but I think it's Lobo. 100% think it's Lobo. Let me know down below who you think it is. Who do you think Momoa's new character in the DCU is going to be? Is it going to be Lobo? Will he be staying as Aquaman? Drop a comment down below to let me know. Also, drop a comment to let me know, where do you think the DCU movies are going to go? How do you think they're going to do it? I had expressed in some of my previous videos that I do believe they should not do the origin stories. They should just get right into, we know these characters. Cut out those origin stories and let's just get to the nitty gritty. We don't need any more origin stories at this stage. DCU studios are now nearly 10 to 15 years behind Marvel at this stage. They do not have time to catch up. They cannot put out the amount of content that Marvel has. So they need to play this very smartly. So let me know down below, how do you think this is going to turn out? And if you liked what you heard today, please think about giving the video a like and subscribe, as it does really help the channel out a lot. Until next time, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.